Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
What responses have you gotten when you shared the gospel? For those whose heart has been prepared by God, they're eager to receive the good news. But for everyone else, we get a variety of responses, don't we? Some people are uncomfortable, wanting to change the subject. Others become argumentative or downright angry. And others are merely curious, wanting to know more, but not really committing to it. In John 7, we see the same reactions to Jesus' preaching. Many people realized this is the Christ and made a statement of faith. He's the one we've been waiting for. But others argued, will the Christ come out of Galilee? There's no prophecy about that. The Messiah will be from David's line and come from Bethlehem. They assumed that Jesus was from Nazareth because he'd grown up there, but they didn't ask him where he'd been born. Of course, they could have looked at the temple records. He was dedicated at the temple. His pedigree from both sides, Mary and Joseph, would have told them that he was descended from David and had a right to the throne. That's where Matthew and Luke would have found their information. But no one looked into that. Jesus' words angered the religious rulers, so they wanted to arrest him. Yes, people become divided when it comes to Jesus. People have strong opinions, but everyone can say, as the officers who'd been sent to arrest him said, "No man ever spoke like this man." And rational people will say, like Nicodemus, don't judge until you hear him out. Because if you think about it, who we decide to believe Jesus is will determine our eternity. It's not a subject to take lightly, blow off, put off, or be flippant about. It's the most important discussion you'll ever have with someone. But just the mention of Jesus can and will bring divisions in families and friendships and even in churches. Jesus himself said that it would be like this. He said, "Do you suppose that I came to give peace on earth? I tell you, not at all, but rather division. For from now on 5 in one house will be divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. Father will be divided against son, son against father, mother against daughter, daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law." So as believers, when we find ourselves at odds with someone over the truth of Jesus, we shouldn't be surprised. Jesus and his message will continue to separate the sheep from the goats. Notice, as Jesus preached, he didn't try to soften the message when he saw a division. He couldn't please everyone, and he didn't try to. He just gave the message as God gave it to him and let the chips fall where they may, knowing the Father had control of each and every chip. That's hard for us people pleasers. We want people to like us. We don't want conflict. But if we obey and trust God, we know he can use division and conflict, as he did in this passage, to plant seeds, bring people to the Lord, and solidify commitment in others. Where have you seen division because of the message of Christ? What has God done about it? Is division something you fear? Remembering that we don't have a responsibility for other people's responses, how can you get past that fear to boldly speak of the Lord, no matter what the response?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through his word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.